Knoxville, Tennessee, today, Nissan Stadium, as these two teams square off for a chance to be the champion of the Music City Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Collins with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a double.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a goal.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Fires on the move. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Gage. He's got him. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Offense has gained momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. The offense set for a 1st down play. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Across the 25, he's got room. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. From the red zone, looking for a space. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
And how about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Another incompletion on 3rd down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And he throws that thing just inside the left upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
So Northwestern's offense will get the ball for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right?
Turning it on! They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's John. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. Can't throw the football. Can't follow through with his arm motion.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He's got it. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Going right to work up top. Unloads to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The give to the lone running back. Got the first down and still on his feet. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Here's a heat. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Looking downfield, it's Gage. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Bama! Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Off play action on first down. Throws for the tight end. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw on first down. Looking left. And wings it incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him. So he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now Ace Beck's going for the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Alabama! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And he did get that extra point through with no problem, despite the snowy surface. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. The kick is on its way. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Dropping back, it's Gage. Got his man quickly. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking to fire. Got the quick pass. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where...
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Turns it on down the left side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Northwestern. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Giles. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Picked off, what a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Wildcats. What momentum you get when the defense comes out with a play like that.
And that defensive touchdown all started with getting pressure on the quarterback. It was the hit on the QB that forced the errant throw. That was an easy interception and an easy pick six.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. Here's the return from inside his 10. Creates a little room. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown time. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space? great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you can see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Bunch formation for these receivers. Going to the ground. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Northwestern wants to go quickly.
How about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Dropping back, it's John. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Makes the catch. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll go with a direct snap. Makes one man miss. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Northwestern making quick work on this drive. They'll give it to him again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking for a gap. It's Eaton.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the back. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Trying play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Eaton. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Listen, nice completion, short game. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
To the air, it's John. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Not only do they get the interception, but they're able to get a huge return. Remember, this team practices this all week, right? Once they get the interception, they've got guys turning their heads, and they're looking for blocks. They're looking for people to get a hat on down the field. And with that INT, they now flip it. That could be a big point swing in this game.
They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Working that left side now. There he goes. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Return takes it down to the 27-yard line as this defense is hungry for turnovers. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Toss sweep right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Jukes his way for more. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Back to pass, it's John. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. Makes the catch at the 30. Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Now improvising. Now he's looking into the middle. Got it inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Bringing the heat. Just gets rid of it before the heat. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Quick touch pass to the receiver. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This defense didn't hang its head. They've stood tall after the big play. 3rd and goal coming. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Go to the end zone, picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Running it to the right. Creates a little space. Turning it on. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. This is a designed run.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's John. Got out of trouble and throws. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. He's at the... And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Give to the running back. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, we figured we might get a Music City Bowl that would have social media buzzing, and through 2 quarters of football, indeed, that's the case. And these two defenses have shown uncommon discipline through 2 quarters, especially the D-backs. They've kept to their assignments, covering those receivers like cheap suits. Certainly not the fashionable wardrobe old KC wears here in studio. Anyway, yes, the passing game. Be better. How's that for a breakdown? With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Music City Bowl.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, Dave, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go, because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other, you get some motivation. You need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you, because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Rides to back and leaves it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Northwestern right back to the line. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Wildcats are on the move. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete on the comeback. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Off the play fake. Under fire. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Motion from the back. To the air. It's John. Makes the grab. He'll be brought down at the 12-yard line. Not enough for the first down. And let's see if they try to convert on 4th. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, looking to pass. Converts on 4th down. Still going. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Wildcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And they tacked on the extra point. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Offense in a bunch formation. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give on the inside. Plows through the defense. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short game. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Back to throw, it's John. A shot toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. What a costly mistake and big call. They could have been right back in this thing, and now they'll have to try it again. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Special teams coming through as they pin it back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, running back gets the give. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They're going back to the ground. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Rides the back on the option to give. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just...
Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. They've got a 1st and 10 as we are inside a minute to play here in the third. Red pass is complete. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give to the back. He breaks the tackle. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll try to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner will be brought down. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. To the air, it's John. Right down the middle. He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to throw on 1st down. On a little time, lets it go. Snagged out of the air. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They knock him down, down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Pulls and fires complete. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. On his way back from the 20. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because, you know, your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Back to throw, it's John. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. The corners are walked up tight. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man, makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Steps away to find some room. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Gets it out fast. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Last completion got them a 1st down. Let's see what they do now. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Got the 1st down and more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last 1st down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up for it.
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Dropping back, it's John. Makes the grab. It's Kaiser. Breaks into the open. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
They'll immediately call timeout from the 30-yard line on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. Into the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Back to throw, it's John. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback.
And then we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long. And here we are late in an obvious passing situation, trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play. And, David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know